Got a motion to open public hearing. Is there a second?
Second.
Got a second?
Are they on the,
I don't know, are you guys on, Walter?
Do we
They're
need
not
to,
on.
do we need to call them?
I think we should state that we are, going as the trustees into this public hearing as the South Nobles Lake Drainage District in conjunction with Harrison County.
Do we need to call them though or something?
Well, I don't know, call Walter. You don't have your phone to call Liz.
Yeah, I didn't bring it with me.
Would you like me to call someone?
You have Liz's number?
Yes. I have her office, I believe.
Yeah, call Liz, I'll call Walter. What's
then-
Walter's last name?
Upman,
Upman.
UTMAN.
Yeah.
And then, I would have, well, before we did the public, did you already do the public?
yet.
Pardon?
We haven't done anything. We just have a motion. to
Yeah, were you guys gonna phone in on our,
I would like,
So we can amend it. If that's what you want to do.
well, I wanna make them, well,
Are you guys there?
oh,
Okay.
no, she
There's
just got in. Yeah. All right, hey here, see it.
Go ahead, Scott, what'd you say?
I wanna make a motion that we, accept and approve the minutes for the South Nobles Lake Drainage District from July 21st, 2020.
Second.
Okay. So, you just want us to do that before we go to public hearing?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got a motion and a second to approve the minutes for July 2020. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye. Wait, do we get,
Did you guys hear the motion, Walter?
Yeah, we can hear you.
You can?
Okay, so we got a motion to open public hearing. We got a motion and a second, so do we need, yeah, roll call on that.
I'll do the roll call for the public hearing. Who all do you have online, Liz? Walter?
Walter Utman and John Strait, Tony Smith, and Liz Lenz, our drainage clerk, is here.
Okay, and I'll accept that as ayes for opening the public hearing. Supervisor Trustee Groby?
Yes.
Wickman?
Aye.
Schultz?
Aye.
Drake?
Aye.
And Bell?
aye.
Okay.
Okay, motion, or the public hearing's open. Is there any comments for or against? Anything written?
Nothing in Harrison County.
I have nothing written.
Okay.
Motion to close public hearing.
Got a motion to close public hearing. Is there a second?
Second.
Got a second?
Is there anything else we need to do, Troy?
You just have to, now the public, once the public hearing's closed, you have to, approve proceeding with the repairs if that's what you so choose, yeah.
Okay, we still, do we need a roll call on public hearings? We've always done it for the board, that the trustees need
Just to close the hearing?
to close the hearing, yeah.
I wouldn't think
Err on the
so.
safe side.
All right.
Yeah,
Supervisor trustees Groby? Yes. Wickman?
Aye.
Schultz?
Aye.
Drake?
Aye.
Bell? No.
Yes.
Wickman?
Yes.
And all, et al? And the others?
straight.
Strait and Tony Smith.
All right, thank you.
Okay, then I would make the motion to, go ahead with accepting the engineer's report for the 2019 flood repairs for South Nobles Lake Drainage District in Potawatomi, Harrison County. Is that what you want?
And then you're scheduling the bid letting, Scott, for 9 a.m. on Thursday, September 17th.
No, that's a different project with Harrison County. Or do we have a date and time for that?
We don't yet. We have not finished our survey.
Right.
We had it started, but then we had some
Okay.
problems with their equipment and with some manpower issues, so we,
Okay,
hopefully this week or possibly next week, we
Okay.
should have that done.
okay.
So we got a motion to accept the engineer's report for the 2019 flood repairs,
Yep,
South Noble Lake. Is there a second? Got a second,
I'll
Mr. Wickman?
second it.
All right.
Okay. Got a motion, second. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
aye,
Aye, motion carried. Okay, so next on the agenda, we have the accepting bids.
Well, you need to close this, we need to close the public,
We already
or
did.
close this, Nobles Lake drainage meeting and then open Coulter levy. It's a different meeting.
Okay, so we need to,
Well, you can just close it.
so we're gonna close this one. We're gonna go into the Coulter levy.
Yeah, we've already done the Coulter.
Okay.
Oh, you have,
we did
okay.
it last Thursday probably.
Oh, on Thursday.
Okay.
So, Alex, we'll accept the bid specs for Coulter levee repairs and agree to the scheduled bid letting on 9 AM on Thursday, September 17, 2020 in Harrison County.
Second.
Okay, the motion second. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Alright, motion carried.
Thanks, Troy.
Are we done with you guys, Walter?
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have,
Okay, then you just close Coulter and then call the
We're gonna
board.
close the Culper discussion and.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Hey, appreciate it. We're gonna roll back into our agenda.
I'll move the consent agenda.
Got a motion on the consent agenda. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion is second.
Vacation and sick.
Discussion.
So
Looks
it's
like
gonna
we
struggle,
have
Okay,
but thank you.
okay, yeah, thank you.
contracts,
Hopefully we can,
licenses.
Get some bidders.
Yes.
All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Okay.
Okay, motion carried. Okay. Now we're going to, down to Jason Slack, Director of Buildings and Grounds. Discussion decision to approve change order with Ronco Construction and Mahoney Fire Sprinkler Incorporated for CRC number 005R revised fire suppression systems.
So what we have is a number, exact number now to replace fire sprinkler lines and relocate mains in the 911 center area for $9,935.67. Wayne kind of discussed this, last week with you guys, so.
What was it, 9,000 and what?
$9,935.67.
Okay.
Jason, why are they adding, bond and insurance in on that?
It affects the overall cost of the contract, which affects the cost of the bond.
Need a motion for that?
See. See,
You.
I'll make that
originally,
motion for you.
that should all been done in the original bid. Going forward, I think we're gonna make sure that does, right?
Yep.
On our bids.
Any other discussion? So this is your recommendation to move forward?
Yes.
Public record now, just remember that. Just kidding. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Jason, you're still up. This is a discussion decision to award bid to install a second furnace at the service building.
Was able to obtain 3 bids within a day, from Ray Martin Cooling and Heating Systems and Air Serv. Ray Martin was low bid at $11,521 to install a furnace on the second floor of the services building to house public health this winter.
What was the total on that?
$11,521,
What was air serves?
$13,100.
And then what?
Air Serv was 18.
Oh, sorry, yep,
18 what?
18.
Oh, are they in here?
30.
yeah.
Okay. Then what was the other person?
Cooling and Heating Systems, it was $13,100.
Huh.
These are basically the same
Exactly the same thing. We were looking for 70 to 80,000 BTU, 90% efficient, 2.5 ton drive, furnace glue and ductwork.
Okay.
That, it'll be set up pretty much like the first floor.
Exactly. Yep.
I'll make that motion to adjourn.
Got a motion, is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? I guess I'm just curious, where is it gonna go, the actual furnace?
I haven't discussed this with Suzanne, but we're looking to take up a corner of her storage space. That there's an actual, vent right there in the wall, which would serve as a cold air return for the furnace. It'd work out pretty good right there.
Okay. Okay. Any other discussion?
The only other discussion, did you happen to say anything to Ray Martin? Is there any, what the residual value of that would be if we only use it for one season?
It would be ours at that point to, either sell or relocate to a new property.
Right, but it didn't give you any kind of guesstimate value.
No.
Okay,
I guess I just make sure, I know you're already thinking this, but just make sure we set it up so that when we do, shut that building down, that we have the capability of removing that without destroying it.
Yep.
Cause I'd expect we can make a decision on what we're gonna do with that in the next year, like you said.
Right.
So, I mean, it's tough to spend, 12 grand probably by the time this is done to just throw it away a year later, so it'd be nice to be able to use it
You
somewhere
have
else.
money in your budget for that, Jace?
I do not.
So you need our money? Board money?
Were we looking at using money from the CARES Act, Matt, or?
we would be
Oh,
able to.
shoot,
We
I
can,
gotta get back into the,
Is it easier for you to pay the bill and then refund it for you, or does it matter?
It doesn't matter, but the submittal of it, usually, yeah, we have it right on the first. Cause
so really probably,
I mean, the inspection process happens essentially when the deputy pulls someone over, it doesn't have
right,
what they need, I guess.
but probably whatever in November, December, we should probably, if things have calmed down a little bit, just review all the fees and make sure we're in line with what the market is. I don't know when last time we did that. We did some modifications of them not too long ago, didn't we?
I came in at one point in time to do an adjustment to our building codes. And the Board of Supervisors at the time chose not to go with any changes to the building permit fees. I think it would be a benefit to the county to establish some time frame at which the board would feel comfortable to come in and say, hey, let's review these schedule of fees and see if we need to make a change going up. Because there is a lot of work that goes into providing justification for where we're at on fees and what we should possibly move to. And so that was, I came in to adjust the building permit fees because we have not changed those building permit fees since the establishment of them in 2007. And this does kind of become habit, right? To where we let fees go for so long without any kind of adjustment, and then you make a slight adjustment to it, it causes a big uproar in the community because you hadn't adjusted it for so long. But our costs continue to rise as those fees plateau. And it's much like what I've done with animal control contracts that we hold with communities. I mail them letters and I just inform them, hey, we are going to increase these percentages wise, because that was another fee that since its establishment in 2007 had just automatically stated $3 per capita, to where the cost for animal control services had gone up. And so I do think it's best to somewhat stay in line, at least if not every year, every other year, to make some sort of adjustment to that.
What kind of timeline would it take you to figure out what those would cost, or?
I think it does work well if the Board of Supervisors is up to hearing it while we're doing the budget sessions, so then that way we can show the budget projections, if this is what we plan on staying at for building permit fees, and this is what our projected revenue would be. If this is, if we can make an adjustment, because that's a good time to show this is what it costs to have a building code division, this is what it costs revenue wise, because it's supposed to be one of those self-supporting fees that the building permit fees pays for your inspection staff of that.
Yeah, no, personally, I'm open to hearing it, so.
So I don't know if you want it, middle of November or December. I don't know when we're gonna start doing budgets and.
I'd like to start in November, like you know,
Do the preliminary or something and,
yeah, just to get it going, because, I mean, essentially when the new year hits, I'm able to.
but if we would have,
After the election, and everything.
if we would probably start going forward and like Matt suggests, whether it's we use the CIP or COLA or whatever, and it's $5 or whatever it is, and if it would stay up, or every other year, at least it would stay up with, you know, the cost, or try to stay up with the cost. I don't know if you can capture it all 100%. Okay.
I feel like it's a easier way to do business when we're keeping the public abreast of why, you know, instead of just letting these fees plateau out and the cost grows so much to them, let's try to, I mean, we do our best to keep the cost down, but it also helps them to have the revenue adjust to it a little bit, you know.
Okay, got a motion second, roll call please.
Chairman Schultz.
Aye.
Supervisors Groby.
Yes.
Wickman.
Aye.
Drake.
Aye.
And Bell.
Well, all right.
Okay, thank you, Matt.
Thank you very
Pam,
much.
thank you.
That was a huge job.
Have a good night.
Did they send hey Matt, did they send an RMCC report out today then?
I'll send it to you.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
And then that Iowa report, are they gonna do that at the end of every month, that one you sent, that was dated 8/30?
I don't know,
That showed
the
that,
White House review?
yeah.
I'm not sure,
Where
we'll
that-
see if they come out with another one.
Did that come through our health department?
No, I had to search for it.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yep.
Alright, so moving on to other business now. Got the approval to sign Iowa Secretary of State Vote Safe Iowa Initiative Grant Agreement. Contract number 378-11320, Havacares, for grant award in the amount of $34,600.
I'll move that for discussion.
Motion for discussion, is there a second?
Second.
Oh, go ahead.
Second.
This is a
Discussion.
sub-grant of CARES Act money that the governor gave to the Secretary of State. And every county gets a base amount of, I think, I can't remember. And then so much more per precinct, including the absentee ballot precinct. So which amounts to $34,600 for Potawatomi County. We just have to go through this process to apply for that grant money. And this is the first step among other pieces that I have to turn into the Secretary of State. And then after the election, then they will be asking for detailed amounts for that, to collect that money.
Melvin, is this gonna cover a lot of costs that we've incurred, or is this gonna cover costs?
Yeah,
that
it'll
we
cover,
won't have?
yeah, it's for the primary and the general both.
Oh,
So we have, and we've been documenting all those costs.
like above and beyond what?
Yeah, the gloves and the masks and the PPE and the shields and probably some of the postage also, because we're having more postage with more absentee ballots.
Well, you only get basically 10 days after the election to get it all sent to the,
You've got it all documented already, everything's.
Yeah, all those costs were, had an account code for the CARES Act. But this is just a different bucket of money than what Matt and you guys will be dealing with.
Okay.
How many precincts will you have?
We'll have all 40 precincts, but some of the polling sites might be
combined.
combined. We can go down to 26. And,
But right now you're planning on having that many.
well, there'll be that many ballot styles
Okay.
because of the trustees.
How you doing on the volunteers to help with the election?
I think Jody's getting started on that. We've had a few back out and she's finding more, so.
I've been seeing on social media a lot of, I don't wanna call it my generation, but a lot of younger pups that are wanting to come and
Yeah,
get involved and try to help at the.
yeah. No, they just need, if you hear anybody that wants to help out, why, even if they're
You
just,
guys did something though, right? You did a push on social media for that?
I think that's constant.
Okay.
She's always looking for volunteers.
So
Apparently
who
Thank you.
determines whether you have 26 or 40 polling sites?
Well, the way the law states, in a normal year, any county can combine those precincts to whatever they,
Want to.
whatever, however they want to, but it's subject to petition. So if they get 25 signatures, then you have to open this other polling site. But if it's under emergency like we are now, we can only go down to, we can only cut it by 35%,
Okay,
which in our case is 26 sites.
okay.
But that's not subject to
Petition.
Going back to this grant, do you have to apply for the funds?
That's what this is. This is just part of the,
Who's gonna write the grant for you?
you don't write a grant, you just tell them what you've spent and have it documented on what you spent it on.
So it says here in the.
There's more information coming. This is just the initial step. I gotta write a letter. We gotta have an agreement with the chairman to sign,
You gotta have those records to.
sign the agreement, and,
You got
but I need to get that in by
until that date to get those
Friday.
records in.
Oh, this Friday,
Yeah,
okay.
and some boards aren't meeting. You get the chairman to
I would
sign.
just kind of along the same lines that, Tim was, I think the route he was going, I maybe just have Matt or one of, maybe Skylar or someone just double check it.
Okay, we can do that.
We kind of gotta look at the stuff every day, so maybe it'd just be worth it, we'll glaze over it.
Yeah.
I just don't, I don't wanna see us not capture this opportunity.
We kind of looked at some of the costs. We're over that already. So they've got it. It's all been documented. Becky's got a spreadsheet out there for Christie to look at, and there'll be some more expenses before November 3rd.
Well, the state's done some calculation and probably a per capita number of eligible voters or something, because this isn't the actual grant, it's just an agreement.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think they use the word grant,
This was last.
it's, you know, not,
And this might have been federal money that came down specifically.
that's
for
exactly
elections.
that's what I'd say,
Yeah.
exactly that.
And that's how the Secretary of State's divvied it out per county, and that's the maximum we can collect.
Okay, all right, so I guess we have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Sign this.
Yeah, I'll need that, so I can submit it to the Secretary of State this
In the
week.
folder, or you want it outside the folder?
Well, you can just get.
Wait, do I need to date it? Probably need to date it. What is today, 8th?
Well, why don't you leave it in there, maybe Melissa wants a copy for files.
Okay, that leaves that. Sheriff Baker, before we go into closed session, did you have anything that you needed for us?
We have another thing on the agenda.
Where? Oh, did I miss it?
It's not on the script, you have to go back.
Oh, I'm sorry. Alright, that's my bad.
I'll move that for you, Jeff.
Alright, sorry. You got a motion to authorize the chair to sign the Department of Justice Equitable Sharing Agreement certification. I thought I signed that last week.
Is that on?
I'm losing my mind.
A second,
Motion second.
what, this is different than, what we did with the city, right? Or, yeah, what,
What did I sign last
what
week?
do you signed the one with the city?
Yeah, this, the one with the city was oh, gosh,
I think it was a DOJ deal too.
yeah, this is just, equitable sharing agreement with the, Department of Justice and the, Department of Treasury. This is,
Is this the one you called me about?
yes, it is.
Okay.
Miller is on a task force over in, Omaha with, DEA, and, there's not much that has been gained. Linda, I mean, there's like $2,800. But Linda has been in contact with the folks from Washington DC. We're in compliance with everything. We just need the signatures now.
Okay. Got it signed. Do you wanna, we just need a copy for record for Melissa, did you?
Yeah.
Or did you have one you want me to sign there?
So,
No, it's not here.
so the money that it says is here for the beginning balance and then the ending balance, is that money for Pot County then?
Yes.
Okay. Is that restricted in certain uses then, just for,
Just law enforcement.
law enforcement?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is something we have signed pretty much every year since Brian's been on this, task force.
Task force.
So. All right, thank you, I'll get
Thank you.
Melissa.
We
Yeah,
got
sorry,
her?
Mike.
We got her?
I'll
Good.
catch that on the script. Okay.
Did we vote on that, did we? Did we vote on that?
We did.
Okay.
So now we can go into closed session. Let's make a motion.
I'll move, I'll second his.
A motion and a second. Do we roll call on this one? Yes.
Chairman Schultz.
Aye.
Supervisors Groby.
Aye.
Wickman.
Aye.
Drake.
Aye.
And Belt.
Aye.